find myself here, even though I'm working as a RT, still pretty much a teacher, and I get why I went into teaching more now than when I was teaching. So I had a couple horrible experiences, and I don't want that to happen again to any of my former students, current students, or healthcare workers I know. So a couple little things here. This is an LMA, laryngeal mask airway. If you can't get an ET tube in, or perhaps there's trauma that was given or caused during the insertion attempt, this is a good alternative. It's used for short outpatient surgeries in most cases. But the other day I had a patient that was quite honestly dying on her own vomit and blood, having a seizure, did not want to be intubated. This is not intubation. This is a laryngeal mask that will allow you to ventilate. Lesson 2, this is called a bougie. Some people might refer to it as a Coudè catheter, but if you look at it, it's got that directional tip on the end, and it's got numbers at the end of it. Obviously, the bigger the number, the farther you are into the person's airway. The reason I share this with you with the LMA is because, again, I was in a horrible experience, and nobody in the room knew what a bougie was, and those that didn't know where to get one. So here's the thing. When you need a bougie, you need a bougie. Right then, right there. There is no time to spare. So I would highly suggest any RT that suspects they're walking into a difficult airway or a difficult intubation, if anesthesia has to be called, if the MDA or the emergency physician has to come, have one of these ready, because this can be used to keep the airway patent if they can visualize the epiglottis. They can stick the direct. So final thoughts, because I always get cut off because I talk too much. Bougie, used for difficult intubations, difficult airways, but it can also be used to exchange an ET tube. So if you have a tube with a blown cuff, you slide this inside the bad tube, you pull the bad tube out over the bougie, and then you slide the new tube over it, all while maintaining the airway, because the bougie sits where the ET tube will sit once it's fully placed into the airway. Secondly was the LMA laryngeal mask airway. This is a size 5. They come in size 3, 4, and 5. Very simple application. Just put a significant amount of water-based lube on there and basically put it in their airway to cover their larynx and their oropharynx, I should say.